The Koalition.
So I needed to say something very quick about this movie that just came out this week called Den of Thieves. I know you guys don't really care too much about this, so I'm gonna try to keep this brief. But Den of Thieves,
I care about it a lot.
Okay, so this is the movie that stars Gerald Butler, 50 Cent, and a whole bunch of other people. And it's basically supposed to be, well, when I saw the initial reviews, they described it as this is basically similar to Michael Mann's Heat. But I just want to say this. Heat is a classic. I don't know why they made that comparison because, you know, Heat, you really can't touch that movie, especially when you're comparing it to this movie. But when I saw this movie, I will say this. The movie started out fantastic. They try to give you a background on a lot of the characters and essentially the bad guys as well. Like you'll get like a quick little, when you see the character on screen, it'll show their name, and then you start to get a little bit of a deeper understanding of their life outside of the game, because even the bad guys, they have families, so on and so forth, stuff like that going on. It started out great in terms of introducing characters and trying to weave the story together. Then, however, you know, it has this thing where it builds up to the initial conflict in the showdown between the bad guys and the good guys. And that is when everything falls apart, because once it gets to the actual confrontation, it's like they had you think the whole time you're watching this movie that, well, yeah, the bad guys, they will do whatever they need to do, and the cops will do whatever they need to do. You know, pretty much the cops will go above and beyond. They don't want to arrest people. They want to actually kill them. Okay, so when it gets to the conflict, it's like they portray the cops as just totally overbearing, and they just completely cancel out every member of the bad team without even really any challenge. I thought it was going to be something whereas you're going to show, well, okay, maybe it would be cliche to have the guy who is the leader of the bad guys, of the bad team, going up against the leader of the good team. And, you know, maybe, you know, they kill each other or they kill more of the good guys. But essentially what ends up happening is all of the guys on Gerald Butler's squad completely wipe out all of the other guys. So, of course, 50 Cent, yeah, he got murked in the movie, of course, as Gary predicted. And then, of course, you have the other character played by Ice Cube's son. This guy, they have some weird storyline with him also having other things about that character that you don't find out until later, which is a twist in the story, which I'm not going to reveal. But overall, I just want to say the movie was disappointing. You know, I know a lot of time people will go to the movies in January and say, well, we already know every movie that comes out in January is going to be trash because normally that's what happens every year. I'm not going to say the movie is complete garbage. It's still watchable. It's still salvageable. But I don't know what the hell happened towards the end of the movie where the story just took a completely different path. And then it started to get really ridiculous as far as what they did. So it's unfortunate because they build up the bad guys so well up until that point when they have the confrontation. And then it's like, and even Gerald Butler's character is very well done. It's a likable character. You know, a lot of people cracked. There's a lot of jokes they cracked certain parts in the movie people liked, which is great. But it's just the way they handled it towards the end. I was not a fan of that. And I was expecting it to really be what they advertised, which is cops versus robbers, both sides. They will do whatever they got to do. And yeah, sure, they did whatever they had to do, but I just felt like it could have been handled a lot better. So I have to give 50 a thumbs down on that movie. Hopefully Power, the new season of Power will be better, which I believe it will be. But man, 50, you got to work on that for sure.
Yeah, I've been hearing that the end of the film isn't that great, but I'm still excited to see it. I knew 50 would get murked because like he gets murked in every film he's in. So except Get Rich or Die Trying, of course. But yeah, I'm still excited to see the movie.
Yeah, you should see it. And after you see it, you can tell me what you think, whether or not I was correct or you thought the movie was fantastic.
50 Cent can't.
Go ahead, Dana. What'd you say?
50 Cent can't act.
Oh, we might have to fight right now.
I'm so sorry. I can't. So yeah, yay for the death of his character.
No, but you know what? I think he can act. Like the only critique I have is the way he talks sometimes. Like he kind of muffles his speech or something. Like, I don't know if it's because, you know, obviously he was shot in the mouth and it changed the way he talks and stuff. But yeah, sometimes like when he says stuff on film, like it doesn't, you know, it's not clear, kind of.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I get that. Yeah, I'll be very curious to hear what you say when you see the movie, and in particular the twist ending with Ice Cube's son. I did not see that coming. What they did with that, so we definitely got to talk about that after you see the movie. But you'll probably laugh when you see how they handled that character. But yeah,
did he get Jericho back?
oh no. I mean, well, I don't want to spoil anything else. I'll just say it's a very interesting way to take that in a different direction. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll talk about it. But yeah, overall, it's not a horrible movie. It's not the worst movie of the year, obviously, because the year just started, and I'm pretty sure there'll be other movies that'll be worse than that. But this is a little disappointing from my perspective because all the build up to that moment was pretty great. But then when you get to the, you know, it's just like it was very disappointing. So we'll see what happens. But that's all I wanted to say about Den of Thieves. If you do go see the movie, I will highly recommend you see a matinee. Spend as less as possible. Don't go out there spending no big bucks on this movie. That's all I'm going to say.
Wait until Netflix is what I say.
Wait, for the British people, can you explain what a matinee is?
Yeah, wait until that's normally when the movie, you know, the morning screening or the early afternoon where the price is lower than it is over here.
Okay.
The price will be, because then the price goes up in later into the afternoon in the evening. So I will highly recommend you go to an early screening if it is cheaper over there. I have no idea if it's cheaper over there. It may just be the same price all the time. But yeah, that's my recommendation.
Yeah, it's the same price all the time. They rock.
Oh man. All right. Well, yeah, we got to talk about that after you see it. All right.
That's unfortunate.
So